So per usual, when I make videos like this, I don't have anything thought out for it. I didn't write anything for it. The only thing that really comes into mind is I need to get a poem done.
I'm not really good at this whole human thing. See, what I was trying to tell you and show you, oh, you're over there. I like you, and the way I was showing you is by giving you too much time and too much attention. I guess whatever you asked of me, and if I could afford to, I'm gonna clearly give it to you because, well, I like you, and I figure why give you any questions if I can answer it, then, well, if you speak it out, I can't read minds well. If you make it so easy for me to see, so transparent, then I will tell you exactly what's going on, but most of the times life just confuses me. And for some reason, on top of these confusions, people get angry.
And the whole entire idea behind switching angles every time I came into the shot was the whole entire point of, I don't know what angle y'all are taking. And it confuses the fuck out of me, which is essentially what I'm getting at in a lot of my videos. And I'm trying to explain the way that my mind works to people that actually get that other people can have different minds. If you don't have the same mind as mine, then, well, of course we're still fine. But others are like, if you don't have the same mind as mine, well, oh my, somebody should, because you could be like, oh, no. And it's just like, wait a second. You do realize greatness came because others don't think the same as some other person that came before them. No, they all think differently, and different things spark inspiration and passion, and this is the reason why things happen, and I'm just trying to explain to you. I do my best to be, I don't know, whatever the fuck that shit is. I just try to be at least enough for me not to get kicked out of rooms or imprisoned in places where I can't be free. But what is freedom if it costs me so much to do, think, breathe? I'm just like, wait a second. Okay, they didn't molest me and I didn't molest anybody. Okay, they didn't rape me and I didn't rape anybody. Okay, neither of us got physical with each other, so why the fuck am I not happy? There's so many more things that other people just don't want to talk about, don't have the time to, don't have the emotional intelligence to, the bandwidth to, blah this, blah that. Like, there's so many things I can go into. So I figure, like, express myself in a creative way. That way people will listen to me, because if I type it too long, then it's like, yes, some people will read, some people will watch, some people will interact, some people will partake in making the videos with me. Some people, and I just gotta find some people that will eventually make a group big enough where it's like, yay! I could tell work to be like, no, I don't want to do that. That's nice. Like, yeah, that's a nice price, but like, my house is paid for, my car is paid for. I've taken care of everybody close to me, and now I'm just helping even more people in the community. I don't care if that says 5 minutes. I don't care if that says 10 minutes. I don't care if it says 15 minutes. I told you I didn't want to do it. I want to be a part of that story. So therefore, please take that offer to somebody else. I ain't going to be a dick about the shit. I'm just telling you, even though you said it's perfect for me, I don't feel like I want to put the time and energy forth into that. I've already put time and energy for things that I wanted to do. Now look at me. I'm living lavishly, but at the same time, why the fuck would I continue playing the slavery type of game? I did work so hard so I don't have to work hard anymore, and this way I could pick how much and where I get paid from compared to... Why do I have to fit for you when you should be the one that fits for me? I had to suffer to get to where I'm standing, and where I'm standing is still not where exactly I want to be. I'm still continuing to climb the ladder or walk the mountain or do whatever I have to climb this fucking fictitious thing that we've all been told that eventually you'll get to the top, just to find out that there's another top. Has been what I've always been told and shown. So I just try to explain to y'all in the best way that I can with my creative abilities that... Wow. I've always thought a little bit different, and every time I thought like you guys, it made me feel more insane. Like, I don't know who the fuck this person is. There's more splits in my brain. I'm just like, wait a second. Am I the problem or are you guys the problem? And it's not always you guys, but some of you, it's just like, wait a second. I had to find the crazies like me. Even though sometimes I out crazy the crazy, sometimes the crazy out crazy me, and it's just trying to figure out, are you going to be like, oh, I get you. Okay, you're just having a moment. Or are you going to be like, you need drugs. Come on, let's go to the pharmaceutical industry, and they're going to give you the correct drugs to make sure that you don't do the things that you do because, oh my God, you're just too fucking much for society. Sorry I disturbed your small bubble that you grew up in. I grew up from all real reality, whereas I don't know what too much is. I basically grew up in that geo-wild type of shit. Like, I've seen some things, I've been around things, and I've done some things, and that can mean anything to anyone. I don't feel like elaborating because it sounds like dry stitching, because I do realize with the information I have now that I did not have before, holy shit! That's what makes me so damn interesting. I have a fucking life that I live, and I don't know how to really talk about it in healthy way, so I fucking express it either in poetry, fucking soccer, working out. Like, the reason why I'm so fit is because I'm mentally unfit. It's my favorite joke to tell. Well, one of them. I probably have like 100 favorite jokes to tell. Either way, I just figured out how to manage myself in ways that do not endanger others. Like, yeah, maybe myself, but hey, I'm the only one I can legally hurt, and even then I can still go into fucking asylums because I'm causing self-damage. But it all depends on who really gives a fuck enough to actually call and then make that point, and then other people that analyze my brain and be like, yeah, you're right, he is too crazy to be able to have the free autonomy. So back to the point of, what is truly to be free, and what does that truly mean when there's always a chance and possibility that others can and maybe will force their body and energy and their time upon you, regardless if you agree or disagree, because, well, at some point or another, they might conclude that you are not cognitively aware enough to be able to make your own decisions, and you don't even have to be elderly, and you don't even have to have a bad car accident, you don't even have to be born disabled. It's just sometimes people are just like, yeah, let's control them until the day that they die. Death comes in many ways, but people don't believe it. Well, some people do. Just so much to say when we enter into a group, which is why I remember not everyone is everyone, everybody is a restart, and who you are is not who that person is, even though you guys might have some things that lie, even though you guys might look the same, but that's just me in my mind. I do realize restart, and everyone is a false encompassing term that doesn't cover everyone, because everyone, in this version is going to be correct, is different. But not every time you say everyone and all is going to be in true statement. It's just being aware of the way that you speak. And I feel as if I've been doing a little bit, and I could always do a lot better with it. And I do realize, because the thing is, I want to fix my speech pattern, but at the same time, I don't want to seem weird. But I've always been weird, so it's just like, I don't want to be any weirder. But it's like, fuck it. But then again, if you always switch rooms, and they're gonna know you for who you represent yourself into that room when you enter into that room. When you go back to the old rooms, I'm like, you've been places you didn't used to. But now you do. And now we have to choose if we love and accept you, or if it's like, well, it's time for us to move on to a different room, on to a different dude, on to a different chick, to a different it. Like, there's other people in this world, and, well, now you just kind of don't fit into our world. And that is very respectable, and that is very understandable, because I am a growing person. I am aware that things like that do happen. If we can communicate it clearly, that is amazing. If we can't, then, well, hopefully there's no malice intent that causes people to want to plan other people's downfalls. Like, yeah, I put my hands into this, I put the work in, like, yeah, I'll make sure they ain't worse shit. And it's just like, wait a second, did we really have that bad of a falling out, or did we just not talk anymore? I'm confused. More than not, to be honest. And I'm just thinking, and it doesn't look like I'm doing too much. Or maybe it does, I don't really know. I see from me, and sometimes I see this bird's eye view, but I can't really see me from outside of other people's eyes. I'm just seeing from mine. Aside from that bird eye view, the thing that I just said. But either way, it's like, it's just, I don't know, I feel as if when I read it, I'm definitely a lot more choppy, because if you check out my YouTube, actually, I got 2 minutes, I could get this going real quick, because my YouTube read poems, I just feel like I'm just, but when I do things like this, it feels a lot more free-flowing. Even when I screw up, it's like, wait a second, I created this, you don't know where the fuck up is, I made the bitch.
The Vernon Speaker for 2023. I catch my voice before the songs come out. I know, because of previous experiences. Others didn't like it. Others aren't you.